welcome to part 3 of our up north trip. We arrived here last night at this really beautiful spot, but what we totally forgot was that it's gonna be hella windy right at the seaside. Let's jump in the car. It's so windy. It's crazy. We really need to keep that in mind, because even tonight I had to climb out and first fix the cover of the roof tent on the rear screen, on the rear window, and then I had to remove it because it was so windy it was almost blown away. Totally crazy. And also my friend in the tent was blown away almost. So completely crazy. Next night, find a spot that's more like less open and more covered for less wind, because it's completely crazy. Totally wild. But yeah, for now we just packed up all of our stuff, which is a challenge with all the wind. And today we're planning to get up to the Arctic Circle. So yeah, let's get the last tiny bit of stuff and get going. Alright, so up here in Rovaniemi, I think, in Finland, that's literally where the Arctic Circle is. So that's our rough destination for today. And funnily enough, there's a supercharger there, which I just put in as destination. We should be there at 5:16 p.m. Let's see about that, if it's correct or if not, because with all of our driving, we know might be different. 565 kilometers. Maybe we could even go a bit further up. We'll see about that later on. But yeah, for now, let's head out towards the next stop in Umeå. There's also IONITY somewhere. I think we're gonna go to IONITY just for or we'll check on the way what amenities are better. There's a Max Burgers at the supercharger, and I think IONITY was somewhere over there. I don't know. We're gonna check that, and then we'll find out if we go to supercharger or to IONITY. But for now, we're heading out of this beautiful but super windy spot. Totally forgot to mention, we're at 55% state of charge, down from 70-ish, I think, last night, which is okay given all the wind and the craziness. And let's have a quick look at our daily starting kilometers, 2,590. So let's see if we hit the 3,000 today. Should be no problem at all with that trip. While we're waiting for the construction traffic light to turn green, we had a look at our charging situation, and we decided to go to IONITY because the supercharger is only a V2, 150 kilowatt max. And yeah, as we don't want to share that 150 kilowatts, which could happen, we're just gonna go to IONITY. Doesn't make much of a difference. There's not that great amenities at both. Look at that beautiful landscape over here. Damn, that's really nice. Yeah, we're just gonna go to IONITY and get better juice there and don't have to share. So that's great, and that's our plan for now. arrived at IONITY with 21% state of charge. Pretty good. Consumption of 253 because of preconditioning and heavy winds. Freaking damn. Alright, let's grab our beloved Shell recharge card here and not let the door hit the charger. At least we got nice and long cables here. Yes, looking good. Non-full cables for the 200 kilowatt chargers. And we're communicating. We love to hear it. Alpitronic contactors are just a sound made in heaven or something. Love to hear it. Alright, we are communicating. And we are charging. Yes, ramping up. 70, 80, 90, 100 kilowatts, nice. And we're at peak speeds, higher than what the supercharger could give us. So we're happy about that. All working well. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. We're gonna check out what's going on over here. We need about, let me check, 15 minutes of charging at the supercharger, which we won't do. We're gonna skip this, but about 15 to 20 minutes here should give us above 80%. I'd like to check, is there 130 kilowatts max? Damn. We gotta find an alternative to that. There's a OKQ8 gas station right next to it. Would be awesome if they also had some chargers, because they do sometimes. Oh, maybe somewhere over here. Maybe there's another IONITY nearby. We're gonna check for that, and then we're gonna update our trip here. And right next to the next supercharger, not this one, but this one up here, which is the 130 we've just seen, there is IONITY again. So we're gonna go IONITY to IONITY. Gotta love it. They can give us full power and without sharing, so that's all good. And even if we go to the Alpi units, we were sharing if another car would plug in, but that wouldn't matter to us because they would give us 200 kilowatts each and we can only take 170 max. So yeah, that's great. So let's remove all charging stops here so we can see how much juice we need now. 18% more, easily doable. All right, we're gonna check out what's going on over here and maybe find some coffee or so, and then we'll continue on through all those speed cameras. All right, found some coffee, and apparently McDonald's can put coffees in bring yourself mugs or cups, so we have to use those single use. Next time we'll try to go to Circle K over there, not over there, but Circle K, and try to get a coffee there with our own cups. Yeah, anyway, the car should be charged up to like 90% until we're there, I think. Was it 80 some minutes ago? There we can see it already. Beautiful. Yeah, and then we can head out to the next IONITY stop, because I don't think we can skip one, because that would be too far. But no problem, then we just arrive with a bit more. And also our consumptions are higher than the car expects because of all the wind and stuff. It's really, really windy. So yeah. All right, great. Let's hop in and head out. We are at 91% state of charge. All great. I gotta put that salt somewhere else into our, oh, where is it? Whoop. All right, great. Yeah, we'll be arriving with 35% at the next stop. Maybe 30, but still way enough. It's only 136 kilometers. I wonder if there's another IONITY station like 30-40 kilometers up the road that we could make it to, but I'll check that on the go. We're just gonna head out now and then we'll see. Alright, we'll be there at 1 p.m. so not even that late, and currently it says we would be in Rovaniemi at 5:15, but yeah, without charging, so yeah, we'll see. Let's go now. Meanwhile, we found that there's another IONITY charger some way up the street. So, what the heck is going on over there? You just gotta not crash into someone else, I guess? Wild? Damn. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be arriving there with 14% as of right now. Let's see about that. It was down at 12 to 10 already, and now it's back up to 14, so looking quite good. We still got the other IONITY somewhere in here as a backup. You can see it. That's the stretch we added in. And I think that should be working fine, but there's nothing in between those two except for one AC charger in Biske, but that's at the campsite and I don't know if we can charge that. It's only AC. It would be a bailout if there's a big problem, but I think 14% are way enough buffer, so should work out fine. We're just now passing the 130 kilowatt max supercharger here, and up next the IONITY alternative that we had before, the 60-50 kilometer stretch without charging, but as we arrive with 15% at the next IONITY charger, I would say we skip those and we're gonna go to IONITY in the next village, which name I forgot, but yeah, looks like a plan, I would say, because charging at 37% just doesn't make any sense to me, and 15% is still enough buffer to, just in case if something were wrong, make it the 20 more kilometers to the next city where there are more chargers that we could hit. So all good. Worst case, we could still just lower the speed, but I don't think that's needed. So yeah, let's continue on the next 53 kilometers to the next IONITY. arriving at IONITY over there, pretty nice. Let's just get one of those trailer spots. Who cares? No one here anyway, and we're staying close to the car. Pretty nice. We arrived with stable 15%. Really awesome. We had a consumption of, let's see, 192 kilometers, 191 watt hours per kilometer. So pretty good. Even a bit below our whole up north consumption. Really nice. Let's take our beloved card that I almost forgot in my jacket pocket again before. Gotta depress the brake so I can open up the charge port. All right. Really nice. And look at this view. That's beautiful. Damn. Love me some charging stops like that. We gotta plug in first at these, otherwise they won't accept the card. We've got to yank on that cable a bit. Wait a minute, I'm gonna plug in quickly. All right, that's looking better. Also, the cover's missing, but it doesn't matter too much. We're verifying and we are starting to communicate. Awesome. Nice. Nice Skoda Enyaq over there, charging as well. What a view. Damn. Love me some charging stops like that. And I can hear some contactors going in here. Really great. Takes its time. Contactors going in the car, and we're charging. Awesome. Nice. So let's charge up to 80, 85, 90% again, I would say. Then we can head to the IONITY station, not the next one, but the next one after that, which would already be in Finland already. Which, yeah, already. Nice. Because the next supercharger is just like the next IONITY in like 100 kilometers, and that's just a bit too close. And the next supercharger after is next to the next IONITY as well, so they're just close by all the time. And we're just gonna see what amenities are around and which ones we'd like to use. Yeah, great. Let's find something to eat maybe, or just walk around. There's a little supermarket in the gas station. Let's check out what's going on here, and then we can probably already continue. Okay, we decided not to go to IONITY, but to Eon and Clever a bit before, just before the border to Finland, because there's a Max Burger and we'd like to try that, because they're all over Sweden and we're getting to try them at the last possible moment, just before the border to Finland, just to check it out, because it looks intriguing all the time, but we always went to McDonald's or something. So yeah, that's our plan. It's 192 kilometers, so pretty much the exact same distance that we had just now. So we're charging to 90% again and checking out what's going on over here, walking around a bit, also good for the back. And yeah, just enjoying the nice view and the sun, as long as it's out. And yeah, then we'll check Eon and Clever. They are way more reliable than Eon in Germany, so yeah, should be good. That's our plan for now. Okay, so you wouldn't believe me if I told you that we're at the lighthouse looking over everything. Damn, you can just go up here. So if you're ever here at IONITY and look in the video how it's called, because I don't know, walk over here, walk up the lighthouse and have a look around, because it's super beautiful. It's crazy. Awesome. Nice. We are back at the car and at 97% state of charge. Pretty much full. That's perfect. Now we can easily get to Max Burgers and fully charge there again while eating. Nice. Still 12 kilowatts. let's stop. Great stuff. Thank you, IONITY charger number 5. Great. Let's jump back in and head to Kovägen 4. Just before the Finnish border. And there's a truck coming. Hello there. We just arrived at the chargers with a consumption of 200 watt-hours per kilometer after 195 kilometers with 15% state of charge. Pretty good. These guys are working here, but as long as the charger still works, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna check pricing real quick and then we're gonna plug in. All right, Shell is our choice to go. This one. Good. We're communicating. Starting to charge. Come on. And here we go. Yes, perfect. Great. All right. I guess we're gonna fully charge here because the Max Burger is somewhere over there. Quite a walk. And then we also want to take a look inside the dollar store that's somewhere over here. Normally I wouldn't have taken this charger because it has a Shademo, but I don't want to block them from getting into their van. So we just took the spot that's furthest away and the Shademo is still available there. So hopefully that's fine for everyone. But yeah, charging with almost max power, looking good. Let's get some food. We've got our food and drinks, and all of that parking area here is really, we felt like we were in America. Like there's no footpaths, just like USA. But yeah, we're finding a way back now. Car's at 86%, so ready to go as soon as we're there, even though we won't leave instantly. So yeah, looking good so far. What's my Focus doing? I have no idea, but it's beautiful here, even though you can't really see it. Really nice. And as you can see with my jacket, it's not even that warm. It's like 11 degrees Celsius or so. So yeah, not really summer vibes. This morning we had like almost 20 degrees, which is I think between 60 and 70 Fahrenheit or so. Quite nice and warm, and now it's fresh and cool, but sun's still very nice. We just put on our jackets and then it'll work out. So yeah, needed to add that. Ha! 97% in the battery, but we still need to eat, so we're gonna eat now. Pretty much as we were done eating, the car was calibrated to 100%, so that's nice. We're just unplugging and driving over to the dollar store and checking what we can find there, because we need some more groceries for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So, and we don't want to walk through the rain and the wind, so we're driving right to the entrance. Yes, we're lazy. And look at those absolutely missing footpaths. Crazy. Alright, finally ready to go. We found everything we needed. Next stop will be the supercharger in Rovaniemi, because that town is on the Arctic Circle, and that's our goal for today. And after that we'll find somewhere to sleep, somewhere around there. But yeah, we'll juice up a bit at the supercharger to have some enough juice for the night and for tomorrow. And I'll check if there's more just for safety, but yeah, that's the plan for now, so let's go. And just as we're heading out of the parking lot of the mall, basically, there is Finland. That went quick. So just out of nowhere, we're in Finland. Welcome to Finland. Just arriving at IONITY over there, looking great. Also still cheap with Shell Recharge with 36 cents per kilowatt hour. That's pretty good. Yeah, so we're gonna find a parking space somewhere there without blocking anyone else, and then we can get some juice. We're also being followed by Model Y. I guess they're also getting some juice at IONITY so I don't know. But we have something to do. Here is a random supermarket that we're just gonna go and check out because why not? And yeah, car is preconditioned to 43 degrees in the battery, nice and cozy. So yeah, we're taking the longest way over the parking lot. Come on, let me change my zoom. Doesn't want to. All right, we're just gonna park there and get our juice so we can find a parking lot for tonight and have enough juice through the night and to get somewhere tomorrow. Totally forgot to mention, 129 kilometers with the consumption of 196. Pretty good. Let's plug in. With the most broken charging cable I've ever seen. What the heck? That sounds healthy. Come on. Yep, you are connected. So payment successful. Preparing to charge. Now you just have to start communicating. Yep, contactors are falling. Cabinets are breaking down. Fans are going. Preparing to charge. %, and we're starting to rip. Very good. Getting the juice. Yes, here we are. 50 minutes to 100%. We don't need 100%. Now it's coming down. It's unlocking more power as we ask for more. And then the time goes down. 60. Come on, you can take some more. You can go all the way up. Let's go. 80. Ramping super slow. Yeah, whatever. It's good enough. We're getting the juice. We're looking what's going on around here. And then we'll find a place to sleep. We were successful walking around that supermarket store. Look at this old, pretty Volvo diesel here. Looking fine from another time. Also those light bars all the time. Crazy. Yeah, we found a nice place, or two options for nice places where we could sleep. 15 and 20 minutes from here. We're gonna go to the first one, check it out. It's not that like wind resistant from north, so maybe we'll go to the second one because that's better against wind, we think. At least from Google Maps it looks like it, but for now he's giving it the beans. For now we're just gonna hop in and go. We're already at 99% and calibrating, so perfect. And then we should be able to just continue on tomorrow morning without any problems, because the next supercharger in IONITY is like 100 kilometers away, I think. Yeah, 99%. That's enough. Let's unplug and maybe unravel that cable, and then we head out. While we're up here, we just saw that there is a Santa Claus village at the Arctic Circle here, of course. So we just stopped real quick and we're gonna go see Santa in the Christmas house. Wild. Open from 7 to 22. It's early enough for that. Let's check that out. That's wild. Even a hotel here. Souvenir shop, Santa Claus, Christmas house and restaurant, and the coffee bar. Because we absolutely forgot to look out for it, but I'm sure there was some kind of some kind of Arctic Circle sign in the city, but we missed it. And you can see it's cold, like 5 degrees Celsius in here, out here, wherever here. Let's go. There's fake snow here. Nice. Please don't touch. Santa isn't working anymore. He's already partying. Sad. Well, consumerism has hit me. And we've got some reindeer meat spread for breakfast tomorrow. I guess. We'll try that. That sounds like a chance we don't get at home. So we're gonna take it here. And now I think we're just gonna need to walk like there, probably, to check out what's going on in here, or maybe there. Holiday village. Ah, yes. All right. Wild, 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 wild. I think we found the Arctic Circle, like literally going through here, I guess. Probably those poles there are marking the line. Yes. Wow. And that's Santa's offices. Arctic Circle Info Tower and Safari Center. Of course, let's go take a safari. And of course, there's Nettier stickers. We love them. We got some of them in the car. Polarkreis. The Arctic Circle. We are literally on it. And there's Christmas music playing. I'm dying, what the heck. Okay, we're back at the car. Let's see if we find our spot for the night before it's night again. We found a nice spot to camp at. There's some parking spots here where you can just go and park your car. There's some other people as well, but we're just folding our stuff out this way, and then it shouldn't be too bad, and everyone has their quiet stuff. And we're above 90% state of charge, so should be no problem to just continue tomorrow morning. We're gonna fold out our campground here, and then we'll eat something and go to bed. So I'll update you in the morning as to our consumption and everything. And yeah, good night. Good morning from my camp vehicle in this beautiful campsite. I gotta show you what we did last night to keep all of this here safe in place after the windy night before, so it can't fly away. We didn't have any wind tonight, not here, but still good to have a tactic to get it fixed. We're still at, I think, 75% state of charge, so all good. But first we're gonna have breakfast. You can see here, we got it strapped down over the back of the car, so it doesn't flabber around there. And then in the front, got it fixed through here and to here, and then pulling this a bit away that it won't hit anything and make noises overnight if it's windy. Same thing on the other side. Yep, looking great, and it worked pretty well. Just gotta be careful with that so I don't damage my paint, but yeah, it's pretty nice. are all packed up and pretty much ready to go. I hope that time-lapse was nice. I think the battery died at the end of the GoPro, so I hope you saw that folding of the roof tent. Otherwise I'm gonna put that in the next days again. Our next stop will be the next bigger town that's up towards the north. And there's so many bugs in here now, damn. Let's see. Next supercharger is here. And there's also IONITY somewhere. It's a 4-stall supercharger, and in the pictures it's all snowy there. There's some gas stations. I'm gonna check where IONITY is. I think it wasn't that far. I think it should have been somewhere over here maybe. I'm not sure. Somewhere in that area. We're gonna check which fits us better, because a shower would be nice. And maybe finding that in a truck stop wouldn't hurt. But we'll see about that. It's 90 kilometers to get there. We're 70%, so no problem at all. And I think the next supercharger and IONITY after, I think IONITY could be somewhere here. I'm gonna check that real quick. Maybe we could hit that, but also it's maybe a bit too far. Yeah, we'll see about that, and then we'll head out. Alright, so I checked. IONITY is on the parking lot of a supermarket, and the supercharger is next to a gas station, which fits our needs today better, I think. Also, we're gonna arrive there with 17%. I thought it would be way more, but damn, okay. Only 104 kilometers. And the next IONITY after would be after 200 something kilometers, so that's a good spot. Let's try and get there as smooth as possible. And after 105 kilometers, we arrived with 19%. So we saved a little bit of energy while still preconditioning. Looking good. We're plugging in right there. Looking awesome. We need at least 57% more to get to the next stop. Also, we just have seen, and we didn't know, we had a time zone change, because that clock doesn't change itself, and this here does, and those are different by an hour. And yeah, we didn't notice until after like 18 hours of being in Finland. So talk about being on vacation. Yeah, we're gonna check out what's going on over here. Maybe we can find some truck stop situation here with a shower or something. That would be nice. Otherwise we're gonna check at the next charger, but we need to charge for at least 30 minutes here anyway. And we're getting good speeds, 150 kilowatts, to keep the curve long and flat. So not peaking out just yet, but that's all fine. So yeah, pretty nice village here. only 4 supercharger stalls, but also there's not many electric vehicles and not that many vehicles at all. I mean, in the city, yeah, sure, but between our campsite and here were like, I don't know, maybe 100 cars on 100 kilometers, so not that many. But yeah, really nice experience. We saw many reindeers. You've seen some of them. Yeah, really nice. Love it. We found some coffee, but no truck stop, just the car station here with pizza and stuff. We are almost fully charged, ready to go. It's almost 200 kilometers to the next supercharger. IONITY would be at 120-ish kilometers, I think. But as we're charged enough now, I guess we're gonna go to the supercharger. So yeah, the air conditioning for the power cabinet has kicked on. Looking good. Let's plug in here and let's head out. That's all fixed and good. Perfect. Almost warm out there with 11 degrees Celsius. Yeah, nice summer road trip we have here. So 3,302 kilometers so far. Consumption 236. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think so, but yeah, much preconditioning there. So that's why we used quite a lot of energy. Next up, 197 kilometers, arriving with 16% at 3 p.m. Sounds pretty good for lunch then. So yeah, 96% charged. That's fine. Everything's good. All right, let's head out then. And the camera fell down again. Wow. And I forgot to plug it in, of course. God damn it. All right. So just to check it out, we added one more stop in. That's also where IONITY is, but there's also Recharge AS. And Recharge is like a Scandinavian charging operator network. And I think Charge Now should be able to charge there or roam with them. But they don't say anything about that. They say they would charge with some operators in Finland, but they don't show anything. And just to check it out and to be sure, as a backup plan, we want to know if that's an option and how much it is if we charge there. So we're just gonna go there, check it out, plug in for 1 kilowatt hour and see if it works or not. And if it works, how much it costs for 1 kilowatt hour. And if it doesn't work, then we can plan with that. It's not a big problem. There's enough superchargers alone, and I know there's also IONITY up there, so no problem there. But just to know what's going on and to be able to adjust our plan, we want to try it out and figure out if it works or not. So that's the mission for today. And we are about to arrive at our test station of recharge, which is right there next to the gas station. So let's try if we can charge there with Charge Now and how much it costs. Or if we need to stick to Ionity and superchargers mainly. Nice. 50 kilowatt unit and Alpitronic unit. We're gonna go to, or is it a 50 kilowatt? I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. All right, we're gonna go to the LP because we can. Really nice. Let's see if Charge Now does something. Always fun with our stuff back there, but that should work fine. Charge Now card already. All right, let's see if something works. And we're gonna try the shell card as well because why not? Let's see if one of them works. Whatever. It's opening up. Will you accept that? Yes, you do. That's great. Let's see. No idea why Charge Now doesn't show it, but it's fine, I guess. Credit card, 39 cents per kilowatt hour, so that would be a great alternative. Communicating, and we are charging. So let's charge exactly 1 kilowatt hour. You can see it here, and then we'll stop it. Looking good. Car didn't know that we wanted to charge, so it's pretty slow compared to what it could take, but that's all fine. Don't lock on us because I want to be able to press stop in just a sec. Also nice details, 170 amps, half a kilowatt hour, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 1 kilowatt hour. All right, good stuff. We know we can charge here. That's all I needed to know. And now we can continue. That was like 1.04 kilowatt hours. Pretty nice. Let's continue on. Then I can check all the data. Where did I put the card? Where did I put the other card? Back here. Always those charging cards. All right, nice. I'm gonna check all that. And now we can continue to the supercharger in Inari. We'll arrive there with 14%. That's great enough. And been like that since we started, I think. So all good. Let's continue. We are taking a quick stop right here to fly with the drone if everything goes to plan, because it's beautiful here. Just a quick rest stop right next to E75. Really nice. It's so peaceful here. let's hope that was some nice view. Also, you can see I changed my hat to this because it's cold outside, and this is way warmer than my hat. So yeah, but really beautiful views out here. So pretty. It's crazy, but it's cold. It's really fresh, 11 degrees still, and the wind is fresh. 20 minutes to our next stop to the supercharger, and from there we will probably go to IONITY somewhere in Norway. And if I've seen it correctly, it's the northernmost IONITY charger there is. And from there, we drive to the northernmost supercharger there is. So we take both. At the next stop, we'll get some food, because why not? Some lunch. There's a nice restaurant there that didn't look too expensive on the website. So we take that, and yeah, after that, we'll continue on to Norway. First time for us. Nice. We're just about to arrive at the supercharger that's just over there. And this, I think, is also the restaurant that I saw on the map. That looked pretty nice. So let's see, 6 stalls available. So should be a 8-stall supercharger probably. Let's see, yes. And recharge AS as well. Perfect. Let's find some nice spot to plug in, and then we're good to eat. I already put in the IONITY site. That's gonna be our next stop. At least if it works out like that. Let's see, if we remove our charging stops, then we need 54 more percent. 190 kilometers to IONITY. Why ever it thinks we only need 54% for 190 kilometers. Doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe it's a lot of downhill or something. But in any case, we need to charge here for, yeah, 40 minutes doesn't quite fit, because it doesn't think we can charge at IONITY, but we know we can charge there. So yeah, we're gonna go eat something, and as soon as we're done eating, we're gonna continue. I guess that's the plan. All right, we're done charging and just unplugged. Next stop, IONITY Lakselv in Norway. That's the border where we are planning to cross. In Karasjok would be another supercharger, but we try to stretch it to IONITY because it's 190 kilometers and we'll arrive there with 30%, so all good. We're charged to 100%. Our stomachs are filled up to 100%. That restaurant is really good. I had a reindeer sandwich, and my friend had some reindeer, what was it? Sauté, yeah. Really good. Really tasty, both of those. So can suggest going here. Really nice. All right, let's head out, and the GoPro fell down again. Wow. Let's go. All right, border check was interesting. He talked to us, asked if we had some stuff, and wanted to look in the trunk. And when I asked him if he wanted to look in the trunk, he was just like, yeah, you can go, because a Norwegian guy came behind us. But anyway, we're just crossing the river, which is the border, I think. And there's no sign yet. Where's the sign? I'm sure there's gonna be a sign. Yes, there is the sign. Welcome to Norway! That's how easy it is. So let's go and continue to IONITY in Norway. Arrived at our first Norwegian charging stop after 194.5 kilometers with a consumption of 197.4 watt-hours per kilometer. Really nice. And you might think we are at a gas station, and you might be correct, but also welcome to Norway, where chargers replace gas pumps. So let's jump out and plug in. You almost wouldn't believe it, but again, it's Shell Recharge, our favorite charging card here. So let's put some love to the charger and select number 71 and plug in. Nice. There's also some more chargers over there behind the truck. 4 more plugs. Really nice, looking great. Also there's a House of Burger here and a convenience store, so that's pretty cool. That's an XY gas station over here. Looking good. 40 minutes remaining. How much do we need to get to our final supercharger? By the way, this is the Northernmost IONITY charger, as far as I've seen. And no, without charging stops, we don't want that big deviation. 158 kilometers. 2.5 hours to go again. Damn, alright, we're gonna charge pretty deep, but that's all fine. We're in no hurry. Awesome. Alright, after walking around and not finding anything, we found something. And we decided to go into a hotel tonight because it's the furthest up north location that we want to sleep at, closest to the North Cape. He's driving through a lake. It's probably one of the coldest nights. There's a new Model Y coming, and then we can have a shower and yeah, just chill a bit and have some more room, which is quite nice. So yeah, that's what we are doing now. We just booked it for like 60 euros or so, which is really okay. Not sure if we can charge our car there, but we're almost charged up to 100%. I think 94, 95, something like that. So that's all great. Then we can drive there, enjoy our evening, and have a good night's rest before driving to North Cape tomorrow. The car is still parked there, which is awesome. It smells like burger here, which is also awesome, but we ate before, so we don't need anything to eat now. And we still have food from last night, so all good. Yeah, we're gonna jump in now and head to our hotel for the night. Really nice. Let's go. You can't see it, but the hotel is added in here. And we'll arrive there with 53%. And then we still have 32 left when we arrive at the supercharger tomorrow before heading up there to North Cape. Great, maybe we can even charge at the hotel, but we'll find out later. Let's go now and enjoy the drive. Stop at the side of the road and look at this view. What even is this? What is going on here? There's a rainbow. Plop. Crazy. Completely crazy. Boy, what the heck are you? And what are you doing on the road there? That's like a big reindeer. And there's some more. Just walking around the street. Damn! Oh my god! A whole... Is it like a herd? Damn. Hello there, my friend. And another one. Damn. Don't go fighting with them, you'll lose. Those are some big horns. They're not called horns, but I don't know what they're called. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Damn, nice. after just having another reindeer on the road, now there's sheep. Sheepsies. Guys, do you mind just kind of moving? Guys, I think we're just gonna wait real quick. Put the hazards on. Hello there. Hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for being so considerate. Just arriving at our hotel, which is literally this red building over there, right at the sea, almost on the water, and straight ahead is a seafood company, so guess we found some food as well or so. Wow, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's just so pretty. Dang, I can't take enough photos. I hope that this video can show even half of the beauty that it is here in real life, because it's so crazy pretty. Can't believe it. It's so nice. It's so nice. Let's take a quick look. Whoops. At our consumption. 163 watt hours per kilometer, because we're driving so slow up here. Or yeah, 167 since charge. Still super nice and super low down, and the scenery is just crazy. I can't fit it into words. It's crazy. But yeah, let's find our room. I think it's either this one with the key over there or this one with the key over here, but we'll see about that. I got a message, I gotta check on that, but we're gonna check in. I'm gonna show you that, and then I guess it's the end of the video for this part. We're just a minute here and I already found an EV that I don't recognize. I think it's maybe a BYD or so. It's electric, definitely. ED is electric, but I'm not sure what it is. So tell me down in the comments. Here's our little hotel room. Pretty neat and all fine for the money up here in Norway, because it's pretty expensive. Whoops. We also have a bathroom with a shower that we already use it sometime later already. But yeah, it's quite fine. Not the cleanest one, I would say, but it works out. And yeah, pretty nice. We're getting our food ready. The rest from last evening. Just out here with our camping cooking set. Working all fine. Pretty good. So yeah, that's the last update for today. I would say that's been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next part, where we will head up to North Cape and check out what's going on there. Bye.